If you have a GM vehicle with third row seats, you may eventually have a problem with the seat folding down or releasing from the floor. The most common problem is the seat failing to fold down. If you can't fold the seat back down, it won't release from the floor. To get the seat to fold down, we're going to work on the hinge that's opposite the hinge with the lever. You can find the lever you need to push by looking for the cable end. Once you've found that lever, pry up on the lever while you're pulling up on the release handle. Now let's say you got your seat back to fold down, but the seat won't release from the floor. First you need to find out if it's not releasing from the front latch or a rear latch. The front latches are actually easy because you can clearly see them from the front of the seat. Just lift up the seat while you're prying up on the latch. If your seat is stuck in a rear latch, you'll notice it also won't fold forward. As you can see from this example, the left side lifts up, but the right latch is stuck. We'll take a look at the seat that does work to see what latch we need to push on. So just like the seat back release, a cable is attached to the lever. We're going to look for that cable end so we can find the lever we need to push on. The rear latches are more hidden, so we're going to have to remove a screw, pry down on the plastic cover, and lift up on the fabric to reveal the latches. Once again, look for the cable ends, and this is the lever you're going to push on. While you're pushing on the lever, pull the release handle. Now let's open up the seat bottom to see what went wrong. In this case, the retainer that holds the cable into the bracket is broken. Most of the latches are operated by some kind of cable, and the cable ends are plastic, so this is going to be a common problem. I'm going to repair this with epoxy. Before I apply the epoxy, I'm going to clean the surfaces off with acetone, lacquer thinner, or alcohol. And then I'll braid the surfaces with sandpaper. The epoxy I'm using is JB Weld. It mixes at a 1:1 ratio. I'll apply it and let it sit overnight to cure. Here's the repair about 12 hours later. You should give at least 12 hours for the epoxy to cure.